Welcome and hello everyone. My name is Gordon Feener and I'm an attorney located in Boston, Massachusetts with a satellite office in Stoneham, Mass. During the course of this informational segment, I'd like to focus on the issue of 10 business-to-business collection tips. This segment is in a series of informational segments concerning commercial debt collection. Before I begin discussing the subject matter of this informational video, I'd like to briefly summarize my background. I have been in business as an attorney for more than 30 years, providing legal services with a concentration in property-related insurance claims and business debt collection. Prior to starting this office, I worked for approximately 20 years in the insurance industry in the property claims field. As I previously indicated, this video will provide you with a list of tips and suggestions to consider when looking at your accounts receivable. The purpose of this video is not to provide you with legal advice, but for points for you to consider for possible self-help and to provide some guidance as to when you may need to retain an attorney. The first point to consider is whether you are providing your goods and services pursuant to a written contract or written authorization. Your chances of recovery are much greater where there is a written contract or a written authorization. 2. Are you keeping accurate records of the goods or services that are provided? In today's environment, it is increasingly important for you as the business owner or merchant to keep accurate records to what goods or services you are in fact providing. 3. For each delivery of goods or services, are you getting a signature on a document for that delivery? Many companies today are using tablets, iPads, and similar electronic devices to obtain electronic signature confirming the delivery of the goods or services. This is important if you need to resolve the dispute with the customer as to whether they received the goods and whether, more importantly, you delivered what you were supposed to have delivered. If you are using a tablet, iPad, or similar device, you should have the customer print their name in addition to signing. 4. Are you asking for payment when the goods or services are delivered? If you are providing credit, are your credit terms clear and unambiguous? Do you have your client sign the credit application allowing you to do a credit check? Does your credit application provide for both interest and attorney's fees? 5. Many courts will not allow the collection of interest or attorney's fees unless those terms have been agreed upon by the customer. Some courts will not allow for the collection of interest or attorney's fees unless those terms are above the signature line. With respect to the credit terms, are your credit terms clear and unambiguous? Credit terms can be a factor that courts consider when evaluating the credit agreement. In today's environment, it is not to your benefit to have confusing credit terms with hard-to-read terms on the back side of an agreement. 7. Do you send a statement or invoice every 30 days? Typically, a debt or obligation to pay does not get better with age. If the invoice is more than 60 to 90 days old, you should give serious thought into suspending credit and consider seeking legal advice. If the customer states that a check was sent more than 10 days ago, ask for a new check and confirm that request for a new check in writing or by email. If a customer's check is not received in a reasonable time frame, then it may be time for you as a business owner to consider seeking legal assistance. 9. If a customer states that they cannot pay, and this has been a long-term problem, the solution may be to suspend credit and seek legal assistance. If this is a short-term problem and the customer is a good payer, suggest a payment plan or pay a half now and the balance by a specific date and confirm that promise in writing and have the debtor, customer, sign that agreement. If the customer is disputing charges, confirm the dispute in writing and then request that they pay the undisputed balance. If the customer is unwilling to clear up the undisputed portion or is unwilling to negotiate, you may wish to seriously consider legal assistance. Should you need assistance with your business-to-business collection matters, feel free to contact the law office of Gordon Feener. For additional information, you may wish to visit our website at www.attorneyfeener.com or www.bostondebtcollection.com. In conclusion, I'd like to thank you for listening to this informational segment and remind you that this informational segment can be considered to be advertising under the ethical rules. Any selection of an attorney should be a careful and thoughtful decision. Again, thank you for watching this video and have a good day.